Hey everyone, it's Fantayzia. So today we are going over my top used mods for 2023. Recently I filmed a video going over the top mods of 2023. That's just the top mods in general that I feel like are the top mods of the year that have come out, whether I use them a ton or not. And today we're going over my top used ones of the year. So a lot of these are not new mods or anything, they're just mods that I've used the heck out of all year. So before we get into it, let's do our notification shout out. And this one goes to Lauren. Thank you so much for using my code. Seriously, it means so much to me. And I do want to let you guys know that there's actually a holiday sale going on right now. A whole bunch of the Sims packs are on sale, and you can still use my code Fantayzia at checkout when you're on thesims.com or the EA app. This is for PC only, and I do receive a small commission from each sale when you do use my code. So I just want to say thank you so much if you do decide to use my code. Please do not feel obligated to, but if you're wanting some Sims packs, definitely jump on these sales whether you use my code or not. And if you do use my code, just thank you in advance. It seriously means so much to me. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump straight on in. Our Sim here looks so sad. I feel so bad for her. She's going through it. So you know what? Let's try to make her feel better. She's feeling very dissociated. So, I mean, actually, this is probably the wrong idea, but yeah, definitely don't do this if you're feeling dissociated. But in The Sims, we're gonna go for it. So my first top used mod is actually the Basemental mod, which, like, I know that sounds crazy. However, I mainly use it for storytelling and mainly use it for the alcohol because it does make the alcohol in The Sims realistic. And for me personally, with my gameplay style, this is game changing. When you can actually have a Sim get buzzed, drunk, hungover, all the things. For me, this really changes things. Like, this definitely adds so much for different storytelling opportunities. Obviously, there's more with this mod. We're gonna have her make a drink. She's gonna go ahead and, I don't know, what do we make? Not to mention, it also turns the drink names into like real drinks. So we have like rum and coke. We're gonna have her make that actually, and hopefully she gets a little buzz on because she's not feeling the greatest. So of course, with this mod, you can also do the drugs feature and stuff. But for me personally, I mainly am using it for the alcohol and like the weed. Like, your Sims can get high, so that's what I'm going to be showing you guys. But if you want to go deeper into it, you can, but I just don't usually play like that. I have had one Sim get into drugs, but that's because she had a very addictive personality where she got addicted to things very easily. Whether it was like hardcore things, whether it was just weed, whether it was alcohol, it didn't matter. She just had a very addictive personality. I just love realistic storytelling, so that's why I use this so much. I'm not using it for all the crazy stuff. Like, there's like another add-on for gangs and stuff. Oh, however, there is a gambling add-on, but I don't know if it's still in early access when this is going up, but like, it was in early access and I haven't checked it again, so I haven't grabbed that. But that is another feature I would use the heck out of for storytelling. Our Sim here does not feel good, and this drink didn't seem to really affect her, so I'm gonna have her make another one. I want to show you guys, like, you know, if you wanted your Sim to get high or something, there is a whole bunch of stuff here. So I'm just gonna grab this, and I don't think he can use this unless we actually get weed. You guys, our Sim is drinking 2 fucking drinks at once right now, and I don't know if she's gonna get drunk because of this. Oh my god, she's wasted. Caroline is wrecked and utterly wasted. So yeah, there's like a realistic moodlet there. Hours later, finally, a drug dealer cooperated, and you can see here we can buy drugs or other requests. We can buy a fake ID, which is really cool for, you know, teenagers. You can have a dramatic storyline there where they're trying to get into a club. So now also, you're not going to be able to get into clubs and stuff if you're underage. Like, you're not supposed to be there. So that's another cool thing because there is the bouncers. So let's go ahead and just do... yeah, we'll go to the hallucinations and just buy cannabis. So we're gonna buy some weed. Okay, and then you can see here, you can buy some different kinds. We're just gonna get the OG. So we're gonna grab that. And then from here, you're gonna be able to open it. And then once it's open, we can use it, but not just like this. So we're gonna go back home. So now they're back home and we have the bong here. We can actually smoke. You can also smoke with. So that's an option as well. So we're gonna smoke with Caroline. Also, you can, there is papers, so you can do that too. So you don't have to use the bong. Oh, are you coming? Okay, she's using it. That's fine. She's like, I want to hit this up. So that's what that looks like. The animation is honestly really good. Okay, so yeah, she smokes and then she'll get high. She's stoned AF. So there's that. And she will get the red eyes and everything. Like I said, there's so much more to this mod when it comes to like realistic storytelling and like dramatizing your gameplay in certain ways. So the next one is UI extension. I cannot live without this. You can do so many things. You can right click on the weather to even change it to sunny. I do that all the time to like take screenshots and stuff. You can click on any of their needs. Just literally click and it will go up. You can do it with their skills. You can actually right click and then you can just change their skill level. You can do it to take off any moodlet. So like if you want that gone, there you go, it's gone. It makes my life so easy. So I just love that mod. Our sim here is so pregnant. Speaking of, we are going to be also going over the realistic childbirth mod. So we may as well do that now. Obviously this is a long process, so I don't think I'll be able to show you guys like the whole birth process, but I feel like you guys probably have seen it. I do have full reviews on my channel. However, actually something I could do for you guys is do a C-section because that way it will happen right away. So we could do that as well. But first things first, we're going to go to home, and then if you go onto the phone, you can call obstetrician and we're going to be able to get a pap smear. We're going to be able to get an ultrasound, which she did recently get. So I don't know if it's going to let her get another one, but we can just go ahead and do pregnancy checkups. But obviously you can also get a pap smear if you're not pregnant. You can still go. Okay, so she arrives in this and I did already place these down for another video, so they're already here. What I would do is actually place down a whole new hospital or use a new save file, like a custom one that someone has made with a hospital built and everything. It'll just feel more realistic. But anyways, you can do ultrasound preference, no, I want to keep it a surprise, or yes please. So she actually already knows what she's having. We're gonna do it again and she's gonna get another ultrasound. She did already just recently do this, and then we're gonna go ahead and get a pap test. You could also dress her in a way where her like something where her tummy's showing, so that when this oh, there we go. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes they stay in the gown, but this time she went ahead and changed. So you can also decide what she's gonna wear. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be like this. If you want her to still have pants on, you can do that. But isn't this so cool? Like you can see the baby and like her reaction. It's so cute. And it says, congratulations, you're pregnant. Based on the ultrasound scan, it looks like you're expecting one healthy baby. Everything looks good so far, but we'll continue to monitor your pregnancy and the baby's development to make sure everything stays on track. This is an exciting time, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Then it says she's having a baby boy, which, yeah, she already knew that, but we'll pretend that it's a surprise. You can also see her that she has stretch marks. That's also from this mod. So you do get a scan. Now she has two, but you do get the photo in your inventory, and look at how cool that looks. So they actually sell for a lot, which we're going to sell the second one. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to get her pap test from the same doctor. Okay, wait, you guys have to see this. Don't worry, it's not graphic because I have the blurred version of Wicked Whims. So like she just looks like an outline of like a doll. Like there's no actual private parts, so don't worry about that. But my G-shade preset kind of like really adds in shading. So you're going to be able to see the tool she's using. Like look how realistic this looks. Look at that. Like a speculum and everything. I was like shook. I was so, look at that. Like what? I just, look, there's the swab. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The realism and the detail that goes into this, like look, she literally is putting away in a bottle. That's so crazy to me. And like she slowly pulls it out. I don't know. I was like so surprised the first time I saw that. For real, for real. Like what? Like I don't know. I was just so surprised. Now another thing we could do is actually put her in labor and just let her have a C-section so that, you know, it'll be like faster. Okay, so here we go. We can select that and choose this option. There we go. So she's already here. Okay, so I decided to place down a brand new hospital, so it looks a little bit different. It definitely looks better. Anyways, she is set up for a C-section, but she still needs to be more dilated, so we're gonna have to wait. There was a time when I tried to do this and it literally just happened. Oh, her water just broke. And it literally just let us go like straight away, but you can see here we do have to wait. Your sim isn't fully dilated yet. You'll be here for a few days, you know, you will have to sleep here, eat here, everything. Oh, I guess we've done enough now so we can give birth. So yeah, it definitely is faster than if you're gonna do a natural birth. So let's do this thing. Let's go. Okay, so you will notice this is, ignore her outfit. She's supposed to be in a hospital gown, but sometimes it does glitch out because, I mean, she's back in it now, but sometimes it glitches out for a little bit because of the breathing exercises makes her change into her athletic. But yeah, here's what it looks like. And I love this. I think this is so realistic. I love how it turns to like a more realistic hospital bed. And they talk for a little bit. And then, yeah, she's literally like cutting and stuff. Of course, it's not like graphic, like she's just covered and then that happens. She's just covered with the sheet. You're not going to actually see cutting happening. So there we go. The baby is here. We're going to name him Nathaniel. Perfect. And you can see, look, they literally pull the baby out. So with the natural birth, they will literally push the baby out. So there's that mod. And then they'll be holding the baby. It's so precious. Of course, the blur is still there, but it's so precious. And yeah, she was literally just stitching her back up. Oh, by the way, when you do have a C-section, you are supposed to stay here for a little while because she's recovering, but we're just gonna have her leave anyways. So the next two mods I want to share with you guys are actually a part of Create a Sim. They're just so necessary to me. Always used, never want them out of my game. The first one is the More Columns mod. It just makes your columns bigger. You can pick different variations. You can do 3, 4, 5. I like 4. I feel like it's like the perfect amount. And then the next one, super basic, but the standstill in Create a Sim mod. It's so much easier to make Sims this way. Like, it might be weird at first, but I promise you it's game changing after. Like, my Sims actually went up in quality, I feel like, once I got this mod. I don't know, like, I feel like I can just really perfect their face the way I'm envisioning. The next mod is the dental care mod. This is kind of hard to show because it's something that happens gradually. However, I am able to just right away go to dental services. But with this mod, your Sim's going to be able to get cavities, braces, a root canal, everything. They can get their wisdom teeth out. So we can book a dentist appointment. But first, we're going to go ahead and purchase dental care supplies. So now it actually matters if you're using things. So there's like mints, breath spray, all that. There's all different kinds of toothpaste that are like realistic toothpaste brands. Same with the mouthwash. So we're going to grab those. Now it will actually make a difference. Like, your Sim needs to brush their teeth. So once you have this toothpaste in your inventory, then it'll just like take effect. So we're gonna have her brush her teeth and then she's gonna go ahead and use mouthwash. But yeah, we're gonna make her a dentist appointment. Okay, and there she goes using the mouthwash. Now we're gonna book a dentist appointment and we're gonna book it for her. So it says Reagan's appointment has been scheduled. Appointment lasts for 3 days. If an appointment is no longer needed, it will be canceled. Reagan can attend the appointment when the office calls. Choose a time within 3 days to go on the calendar, or choose to go on their own time via the dental services menu. So we can go right now, like that will pop up. Okay, let's just go. Oh, we can actually go with someone, which is pretty cool too, but she's just gonna go on her own. So while she's at her dentist appointment, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, which is by the same creator, and this is the healthcare redux mod. So actually, because our Sim here is in a whole bunch of pain and everything, she has aching after pains and all of that. So we're gonna have her go ahead and go to healthcare services, and you're gonna see lots of different options here. You can go to the doctor, you can get acupuncture, which is really cool. You can also go to the hospital. This is when your Sim is like really sick and stuff. You can also visit a Sim who's in the hospital, which I love. You can get vaccinated, donate blood, explore healthcare insurance options, and then you can order from the online pharmacy or go to the pharmacy. So we're gonna shop at the pharmacy and look at all this. So there's like adult multivitamins, which is really convenient. It will help your Sim just be healthier. And there's Pepto-Bismol, which we're gonna grab. There's stuff for the children. So we got children's cough medicine. You can also get things like eczema. So you have lotion for that. There's tons of different things that can happen with this. Like, you can get swelling, inflammation. You can also get a sprained ankle. You can break a bone too. You can get different sicknesses. You can even have insomnia and then get these sleeping pills. There's also diabetes, or you can be hypoglycemic, and then there's things for that as well. Ibuprofen is here. You can have anemia and then you'll need iron supplements. So the list goes on, like, it's crazy. So we're gonna get her some Tylenol. There's also prenatal vitamins. So when your Sim's pregnant, you're gonna want to get these because it could actually like if you don't, it could increase your chances of things. So we're gonna have her take this vitamin, and then she's also gonna take this pain relief and see if that helps her out a little bit. And then because she's like recovering right now, we're also gonna go ahead, we're also gonna go ahead and get her a doctor's appointment. So we're gonna go back to healthcare services. Oh, poor girl. I don't even know what she's wearing. She's missing her top. Okay, so she's gonna go to the doctor, and our option here is to actually go to the gynecologist. So that's being recognized because, you know, she just gave birth, and you'll also be able to go to the gynecologist while you're pregnant. So it'll check on things, and you can get diagnosed with certain things while you're pregnant, like gestational diabetes, things like that. Reagan's dentist noticed her teeth seemed a little sensitive today. The dentist recommends a sensitive toothpaste and a good mouthwash to help with that. Okay, so that's something basic. Obviously, there's more intense things that can happen, but we're going to actually use this sim here to go donate blood. I'm not going to worry about like doing everything. Obviously, you guys know you can get vaccinated, all of that. So we're just going to do the donate blood. And the next mod I want to show you guys is Divergent Sims. I have used this like so much more than I ever thought that I would. And actually there should be pop-ups for it. Okay, here's some of the pop-ups for it. So like for example, you can go see a psychiatrist, and if you don't have an appointment with one and the game feels like you should, it will let you know that he doesn't have an appointment with a psychiatrist. Maybe this is something that should be done sooner rather than later. And then another thing that can happen is self-esteem. So your sim will have self-esteem. They can have high self-esteem, normal, or low self-esteem. And this is important to his overall mental and physical and emotional well-being. It also plays a role in a sim's self-image or how a sim sees themselves. So this is very important in the teenage years, especially. There's a lot that can go on with that. And then you can see here, it lets you know everything about your sim straight away. So Holden is neurotypical. That means that this sim's brain functions similarly to most other sims of the same age. But you can get different options, so that's not always going to be the case. So for him, well, actually, we have a sim here. She's actually dealing with schizophrenia. So I do want to point one thing out. This is The Sims. These are realistic mods, and when it comes to realistic mods, like mental health mods and stuff like that, they could be triggering for you. So if that is something that you don't like, definitely do not download this mod, because it is going to include realistic mental health things like depression, anxiety, and then it's also going to include things like ADHD, things like schizophrenia. The list goes on. There's a lot of different things. So ever since she got diagnosed with that, with schizophrenia, she's been dissociated. So it just kind of like stays there. The medication will help. She did take her medication though. Actually, it's right here. So she can take some more. And then you can see here, holding steady while not feeling completely unagitated, but the medication does help to mellow Caroline's aggressiveness and irritability. So that does help her out, but I don't know how I feel about that one. However, there is other things I very much like about this mod. So something you can do is click on your sim and go to mental health services, and then you can go to the psychiatrist for a consultation. You can go to a therapist for a consultation. You can go to a support group, and then go to a support group with others, and you can also get your medication, but he doesn't need any right now. So we're going to go ahead and do this one here. It does cost quite a bit, 500 simoleons. I feel like that's realistic though. And yeah, he's going to go. We're going to see if he has anything going on with him. It looks like another sim here needs to go to the doctor, so maybe we'll do that just so I can show you guys like the full potential with these sort of mods, because a lot of things with them do happen like gradually. So you will also get moodlets if your sim is diagnosed with something. So here is one of the moodlets here. Okay, so again, this mod has a lot of realism, and like I said, if these things trigger you, you may not like this. So he's actually been diagnosed with an eating disorder. So he's going to struggle with distorted views of themselves, a preoccupation with weight, looks, exercise, all of that. Can do treatments and medication, or you can just do therapy treatments. We're gonna do both just so I can show you guys what that looks like. So the psychiatrist has actually recommended group therapy, which I think makes sense. We're gonna be able to actually get him some medication too. So we can go to the online pharmacy, and then we can get this here. So this medication can help improve the way chemicals in the brain control mood or stress. And then we're also gonna have him go to a group therapy session. Oh, okay, so our other sim here from the Healthcare Redux mod has been diagnosed with general allergies. So we're going to need some allergy meds. So he's going to take this medication, and then I think we're going to go to some group therapy. So we're going to go to support group alone. We can also chat with a nutritionist, which I think is really cool. See, this is why I like this. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. If your sim gets diagnosed with something scary, you can actually play the role of helping them and like get them better. And I like the idea of that. And you can do, there's actually a lot. Addiction support group, caregiver support group, mental health, and then youth. So we're going to go to the mental health one. And then yeah, so with the Healthcare Redux, she has allergies. So she's dealing with that. And then you can also, of course, get her allergy medicine. And then she has this adjustment period. She's trying to remain positive, but any diagnosis is a signal that some part of one's lifestyle has to change. Last sim I'm going to have go to the psychiatrist is her here because I'm just curious. And actually, Faya has pain in her mouth. So this is going back to the dental care mod. So she might have a cavity. We're not going to worry about that right now because I do have more mods to go over with you guys. I mean, we could have her go, honestly, because she'll just kind of disappear and we can just wait for her. Okay, so as for Holden, it says here, Holden felt safe and comfortable enough to form hearing others share his own story. He plans to keep coming back as he found the community really welcoming. Okay, let's go to your dental appointment. Sure. Last thing we're going to do with him for this mod is have him go with he's going to chat with the nutritionist. This sim here has actually been diagnosed with a mood disorder, bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is characterized intense shifts in mood from its manic episodes to periods of depression. How long each episode lasts is unique to each sim. She can alleviate these episodes through a variety of treatments. Regular therapy sessions are highly recommended. Again, we're going to do the medication as well, just so I can show you guys like different medication options. We have like so much going on and she's literally on her period, which I will show you guys some stuff with in a minute. Okay, so she actually has 2 different ones. I don't know if she's meant to take both of them. Yeah, so this helps them regain control, and then this one stabilizes her mood. So we're gonna get both of those, and then she can go ahead and take both of these. Or you don't have to do the medication and you can just do like therapy or whatever you want to do. So there's that mod. I feel like there's so much to it, as you guys can see. She is feeling satisfied from that, so that's good. The nutritionist gave Holden some tips and suggests to focus on food as a source of energy and nutrition as opposed to a source of stress. Oh my gosh, we have so much popping up. Hold on. The dentist have found that Faya has gum disease. The dentist recommends Faya brush more regularly. Oh my god. Okay, see, this is why I love these mods. They're so real. Some people might not like that, but like, because it's in The Sims, it doesn't stress me out. It's more of like, it's kind of like watching a movie. You know what I mean? A lot of us like to enjoy like realistic storylines play out in a movie, right? That's kind of what The Sims is for me. Realistic storytelling and just like letting it play out like a movie. I don't know. Okay, so the food thing. Focus on food as an energy source and nutrition as opposed to a source of stress and obsession. On the road to recovery. The next mod I want to show you guys is actually MC Command Center. I feel like everyone knows about this, but like I want to explain why I really love this mod. So there's options on the computer and then there's also options when you click on your sim. I'm not going to go like so far into this with like the basic stuff. I'm mostly going to go into what I use this for. So there's MCC settings, and in here you can change tons of things, even like put autosave if you wanted to. There's money settings. What I use this for is, as far as the money settings, is mostly inheritance and child support. So if you have, for example, 2 sims that are not together, they had a kid together, you can do child support. And I feel like that's really cool for gameplay settings. I've used this a lot to change the maximum household size. You can change it all the way up to 104. I wouldn't recommend that, but like it's definitely nice if you want a few more than 8 sims in your household. You can change so many different things in here, like it's crazy. And then there's relationship settings. You can allow teen parenting, which I love. You can change how much friendships decay. You can also change your sim's age span, which is really cool. So if you want something very specific, you can do that. And then MC pregnancy. I use this a lot. So there's adoption settings, which is helpful. And then there is marriage selection settings, neighborhood story settings. There's other pregnancy, and you can allow pregnancy aging. You can turn on auto marry percentage. There is the option, of course, for teen pregnancy. I get asked all the time, how do you do teen pregnancy? And it is with this mod. There's MC woohoo, and here you can do woohoo pregnancy, and you can do risky woohoo. People also ask, like, how do I get sims pregnant unexpectedly, like without trying for a baby? And this is how. So you can turn that on. Recommend like putting it on pretty low, or else your sim might like guarantee to get pregnant. You can do woohoo actions, and here's where you're going to be able to allow teens. You can also do things like allow poly relationships. You can also do no strings woohoo. So this is how, like in Let's Plays, I have gotten sims pregnant from like a one night stand or something, and they may not even like have a relationship going on, but they're able to woohoo because of the no strings attached. There's occult settings, there's MC population, moving settings, populating settings. There's just like so much. But anyways, that's what I mostly use. The next mod is RPO, or Relationship Pregnancy Overhaul mod. So this mod, if you download the entire mod, there is so much to it. So these Sims are actually a couple, so I'm gonna have them kind of communicate. So if we go ahead and click on this Sim here, we're gonna see relationships, family, and pregnancy. And there is so many different options here. I freaking love this mod. There's Woohoo Life, which you can do Woohoo roles even. You can ask about swinging with Sim. You can ask about Woohoo life history, ask about Woohoo styles and preferences, ask to engage in couples expanded Woohoo. Tell about Woohoo styles and preferences. Then we have adoption stuff. Discuss adopting a child, which if they want to adopt, like more and more will open up. This mod actually adds like a whole better adoption process. So that's something too. Like if they want to adopt, you'll be able to like actually adopt a kid in a realistic way through here. And then there's insemination and surrogacy. So you can do that, which is really, really cool. There's jealousy, confess loving another, express suspicions about closeness with, and then makeup and breakup, demand a temporary separation. You can separate permanently, and there you can do it with different emotions. It's so in depth. Ask her if she wants children, so you can set if a Sim wants children or doesn't, or is just like indifferent to it. Reproductive health, you can ask her to start birth control. This comes with birth control. You can ask about fertility, ask her to get her fertility evaluated. Woohoo health, you can ask them to go get tested for WTDs, like Woohoo transmitted diseases. Ask about protection, ask to stop using protection. So if you want to plan to start trying for a baby, that's an option. So yeah, there's so much going on there. And yeah, like if you have a baby with a Sim, there's going to be other options. You know, if you could like admit that you're not the father and stuff like that, like so many different things, like so much drama stuff. Ooh, this is just an idea, but would you be interested in engaging in extended Woohoo arrangements like swinging or multiple Sim Woohoo and Woohoo parties? Okay, I'm open to the idea of that. And then you're gonna be able to do some more options here. You can end the arrangement, but yeah, that's something you can do. And then ask if she wants children, so we can do that. But yeah, this mod expands more and more. Like say she wants children or say she's pregnant, you're gonna see more things. So yeah, the next one is super simple, and it is the SimCity Loans mod. I freaking love this. I use this so much. It's just so good. So I don't like to use money cheats. I would rather do it in a realistic storytelling type of way, as you guys know. So let's say we want a 25K loan. You can choose the payments. Let's do 36 payments. I had to get a new computer. I'm pretty sure the other one they just couldn't get to it for some reason, even though they could previously. But let's have you do this because she's already here. So we're gonna have her get the loan. And once you do that, you'll pretty much, I think you always get accepted for it, which I'm completely fine with. Like, yes, please. Because I don't know, like I have a plan in mind. I want them to be able to get the money. So loan is approved. And then you're gonna have this in your inventory here. So this is the loan packet, and you can full repay it or you can make payments. So like if you make a payment, you will also get a moodlet for that. Oh no, this is the approved loan moodlet, never mind. But you can see here that you can continue to make payments if you want to. But yeah, you will just have your payments that are due and you'll be told. So the very last mod on my list is Wicked Whims, and not the way you think it is. Honestly, I'm gonna link Wonderful Whims because I can't really link Wicked Whims on my website. It'll like block it. So I'm gonna link Wonderful Whims, and you can choose if you want to get Wicked Whims. They're basically the same thing, except Wicked Whims obviously adds the dirty stuff with it. The reason I use Wicked Whims is because first of all, I get the blurred version, so I can't see anything anyways, and I have no animations. You guys can see in my videos like what my Sims always do, and it's just like the basic thing. The blur will turn on, and the only options they do is either mess around or they'll go woohoo with like the Wicked Whims way, but it'll be blurred. I love it because of all the other options, but the reason I keep Wicked Whims instead of Wonderful Whims is because I find it entertaining and kind of hilarious when, you know, say I'm playing one of my Let's Plays and I don't know, someone comes and visits, and then all of a sudden they're just like getting down in the bedroom out of nowhere, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, it literally causes extreme reactions in me all the time. And then like peeping Tom, I'm just like, can you please get the fuck away? But it's like so funny for Let's Plays, for me anyways, like it entertains me. So things like that happen. And when the little pop-up comes up asking, like, there'll be like a stupid pickup line, like, I'm feeling hot for you, you want to go like get hot in the sheets or something, and I'm just like dying in my videos, like So like that stuff I think is hilarious. So that's why I use Wicked Whims, but I basically use it in a Wonderful Whims sort of way. No animations, none of that. Blurred. There is the streamer mode add-on, which basically it was made for content creators to be able to use it in their videos, and it's safe and it's not like all sexual, like right in your face. So that's what I do. So it's totally up to you which one you get. You're not going to see your Sims getting down with no blur, but if you don't even want them getting down out of nowhere, then you can go ahead and get Wonderful Whims, and then it's going to add all the stuff that I'm about to talk about that I love for realism. So first things first is the birth control. You can also order this on the computer, which I will do. So you can get this here. So we're going to grab that, and then you can also get condoms, and also your Sims can get their period, which some of our Sims are bleeding right now. So I'm just going to get some tampons. So you can see here there's a tampon box, and then this one has pads and tampons, and then you can get a box of condoms. So there you go. There's also like a few other things you can buy, but I'm going to show you guys that on the computer. For now, we're just going to, oh my god, build mode. When you go in and out, it gets so laggy. Okay, so I feel like she's the only one in this house that needs to worry. Like, she's the only one dating anyone in this house. So we're just going to unpack this, and we're going to have her take a pill. If you want to be really realistic and have you remember her to take, like, you have to remember to have her take the pill, you can disallow auto use and try to remember to have her take it. Otherwise, she'll just take it on her own every day, and then she'll just get this early on birth control pill. So that's how you'll know that she took it. And then here we have the condoms. All you have to do is just put this in the Sims inventory. Guy or the girl, it doesn't matter. And then just unpack it. Again, they will just use it every single time they woohoo. And then for, okay, who's on their period? Was it you? Okay, so we're going to put this in here, and then we're going to open this up. We're going to open that up, and then you can see there's pads and tampons, and you can actually like pull them out and they look legit. It's kind of crazy. So we're going to unwrap this, and then you can go ahead and do auto use. If you'd like to, you can use tampon. You can also click on the toilet and do use tampon, but yeah, she'll go, oh no. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just girl. Okay. Do it whenever you want to do it. So then you can also go onto the computer, like I said. So we're going to have her just do it. So you can go to Wicked, and there's this, which don't recommend, but you can purchase Wicked items. Your Sim can get crabs, and I just feel like it's realistic if they like hook up with someone that maybe they shouldn't have hooked up with. So there's the lice killing shampoo for that. You also have the pads and tampons here. There's also like wipes. This will like freshen you up. There's also Wicked chill pills. This is for like PMS. So your Sim's gonna get their period. This will help with that. She probably needs that. She's already on her period, and then there's also lubricant. So yeah, that's self-explanatory. So that's what I like this for. Another thing is there is an attraction system with this mod, and I really like that portion of it as well. You're going to be able to set, like, you can do it in Create a Sim too. In the likes and dislikes, it'll pop up there, which I like doing it that way. So maybe we'll just go in and do it that way, to be honest. And here you can see we have the attractiveness body shape. You can set the body shape you like. Details, you can set all of those. And then eye color, and then hair color, and then hairstyles. So that's something you can do, and I feel like we really need an attractiveness system in The Sims 4. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just leave it off there. I feel like our Sims discovered so much about themselves literally just in this video. Like, what? They're going to sleep together. I don't know what's going on. Like, we have so much happening. She is literally sleeping on the couch here. Our Sims are exhausted after all of those mods, all of those diagnoses. It's crazy up in here. But with that said, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. And if you like realistic mods like me, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you guys don't like super realistic mods like that, obviously there was a few that I feel like are not super crazy, but I also have a top mods of the year video. I don't know which one's going up first though, so if you can't see it on my channel yet, it will be up soon, but it could already be there, so definitely check. All the videos I am filming lately will be going up at the end of the year. It's kind of like the end of the year videos. So yeah, anyways, with that said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!